Good morning. Hope you're all well. I believe this is day 15, I think, something like that. It's really lovely and really frosty again down the garden, which is absolutely brilliant. The sun's up, and I feel very, very happy, very, very thankful to be able to come down the garden and share what I know with you guys. All right, so hope you had a great time. Hope you've, whatever you did since we last sort of saw each other, that you've done, you've done some really lovely things. Have you called anybody? Have you spoken to your grandparents? Have you spoken to your aunts, your uncles? Have you had the cat in your arms and serenaded the cat and told the cat how much you love he or she? We have, because he's in the house at this moment in time, and he's doing what all good cats should be doing at this moment, which is it's freezing outside, so I'm going to cuddle up best I can. All right, whatever you've been doing, I hope you've done something really lovely. Okay, so let's bow. So bring your feet together, hold the moon and bow. All right, now I think we've done probably 17, 18 stanzas, something like that. I can't remember. I'm kind of losing track with all of this at this moment in time. The last one we did was a chicken stance, which if you guys have been practicing the chicken stance, you will definitely now have some achy legs. All right, you'll definitely have some aching legs with that. So we're going to cover a new way of standing today, and that new way of standing is called a twisting horse, right, or a cross stance. So I'm presuming that you guys have done all of the learning up until now, and normally I go through the last 3 or 4 sort of ways of standing, which is what I will do. So it's a recap on what we did yesterday and probably the day before, that sort of thing. So we're going to do a thing now called a twisting horse, but not before we have covered the lion stance, the T stance, and the chicken stance. They're the last 3. Okay, so the lion stance. Lean over, turn, and start to get your arms going. Okay? So turn. Remember what you're doing. You're hitting here, right? And then when you hit this way, you're hitting there. You're tapping there and there. So there. Now I'm not going to go into in-depth sort of things with this, because if you look to the previous videos, you'll see I go into in-depth sort of like explanations of them, and if I keep doing that, we're going to have huge loads of stances and we're going to have not enough time to actually practice anything else. So that's your lion stance. So everybody can try that. So turn, take your weight over, okay, lion stance. Swishing tail is your arm, lion, okay, swish your tail. Okay, after the lion stance, we did a T stance. And T stance, easy peasy stuff. T stance, stand at the B, bring your foot halfway back, lift your heel up, and tuck it in. Yeah, so that was your T stance. So if I do it this way, I'll do it on this one this time. Bring it back halfway, tuck it in, T stance. And that's usually to step out to horse stances or leopard stances, bear stances, that sort of thing. But as I've said in previous videos, not always. All right? The last one that we actually did after the T, or the next one after the T, was a tiger stance. So one leg forwards, relax, similar to a bow stance, similar to a snake stance. Anybody remember a snake stance? Do a snake stance, level with your mouth, put the hand here, bend. Bow stance, same bend, grab a hold, pull, there. Okay? Bow stance. So snake stance, bow stance, same footwork. Alright? There. Tiger stance, same. This time, relaxed hand. Going round. Other hand going the opposite way. Okay? So one going this way, one going that way. Alright? So there. Remember, bend. Change. Okay. That's your tiger. Chicken stance, again, you can do this in both directions. So we start off like this. Alright, now you can put your feet as wide as you want. I'm long legged, so I tend to put my feet a bit wider than the horse to get this right. And then turn. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to take the back knee down to the floor. This is what we did in the last video. The back knee is going down to the floor. And what we're going to do then is we're not going to put the knee on the floor. You're not going to rest on the floor. You're going to bounce down and then up. Okay? So you go down. So if this is the floor, this is your knee. Knee down, don't touch. And then come back up. And then go down, but don't touch. No touching, okay? Alright? So do it in this direction. You do it in both directions. Okay? If you followed yesterday's video, you will know exactly what it is, and if you've not seen yesterday's video, go back to it and watch the explanation in more fuller detail. Okay? Right. So arms out. From there, drop your back knee down. So there, drop, lower, go 1, 2, 3, and then come up and twist. Turn this way and repeat exactly the same thing. So drop down, 1, 2, 3. But right the way down, okay? Like I say, look for yesterday's video. So today, cross stance or twisting horse. The cross stance, believe it or not, if you've been following these videos, you've already done it. So a cross stance is where you take one leg back and take it across the leg that you've left there. So I'm going to take this leg back. So for you guys, that's going to be your left leg. It's my right, but your left. So take it back and then do what it says. Across. Cross. There. Okay? So that's your cross stance. So from here, take it back and across. Okay? Right, so if we do it, I'll do it facing this way. So I'll use my left leg because you guys have been doing that. So use the left leg. So take it back and across. Yeah. Right? Cross stance. If we use the right leg, take it back and across. Okay? Now, I hear you say, where's the twisting horse come in? Okay? Twisting horse comes in if you use the next part of it. It's all the same way of standing, but this is going to propel you round in a different direction. So if we do it this way, so if we go backwards and then across and then twist. Okay? And all of a sudden you're going to find yourself facing a different direction in a horse stance. So it's a cross stance, or if we do it in its entirety, it's a twisting horse. I can't dance very well, I'm horrible at it. But I'm told that this is quite a cool move on a dance floor. I don't know, never tried it, don't do it. But, it's a bit boring I suppose, isn't it? But, I'll try it, okay? So, take one leg back, take it across, and then spin. Okay? In horse stance. If we do it this way, okay? So we do it this way, so we change leg, okay? So this time, I'll do it, because you guys have been doing it on this side, so we'll do it on this side. So, take your leg back, cross, spin. And you're going to find that you come into a horse stance. Alright? If you take your foot a bit further when you do it, so if you do the cross stance and take it further across the back of the other leg, you're going to come more out into a riding horse stance. If you do it where it's a bit narrower, you'll come into close to a horse stance, or even, if you do it really small, maybe even a bear stance. Okay? So, let's try again. So if I go from here, and I take that back, and then I take it across further, there, okay, and then I spin, whoops, he says going right against the bank in there, okay, that's a really nice horse stance, there, perfectly level, sit the horse. So a twisting horse or a cross stance. Plenty of nice little things there for you to, for you to practice. And a cool move actually that. It moves you from one place to another, this sort of thing, and then you go round and then you spin. Yeah, it could be here. So if I go this way, it could be back, around, spin. There. Okay, it could be here. So it looks pretty cool when you do it. Alright? Not only is it cold this morning down here, it's actually quite breezy, quite windy. So all the frost and everything, all the cold's been blown onto me. So I put my thumb through my thing today. I've got this top, and I've zipped it right the way up, so I'm actually quite toasty. But anyway, it's warm-up time. Usual rules apply. Pick somebody, they're going to start. You, whoever starts, keep it safe, keep it silly. They're the two S's really, keep it safe and keep it silly. Apart from that, anything goes. Don't do things that are dangerous. Alright? I'm going to go round, put the music on, and then hopefully my speakers and things aren't frozen today. So I'll put the speakers on and put the music on, and then we'll come and we'll do a jump around for 3 minutes or so, and we'll have some fun. Alright? Give me a few secs.
Dinner is on. Radio's
Okay,
playing,
I'm walking on the spot.
it's Sunday again. Mother is singing.
Put my hands up and punch and change.
Dad's with his tongue. Greenhouse is busy. It's a pruning again. Everything's easy and
Change.
makes sense. I like it. I like it.
Change.
Sisters in bed. Mother is shouting to her. Pack up your dolls. Dinner is ready. Go
Change.
tell Dad. The whole house smells good. I look at the street, the scenes ain't exactly the same. The windows are playing Sunday
Change.
songs. I like it. I like it.
And change.
Don't think I'm wrong. I'm singing songs, just watching Sundays on.
And change. Change. Change.
I like it. I like it.
Change.
I like it. I like
Change.
it. I like it.
Excellent. Well done, everybody. Right. I'll just go and turn it off, and then we'll go into what we're going to do for the rest of this morning. Give me 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 1 second. Ta-da. Right. Okay. I've got a spin, and a spin that needs a little bit of explanation to do. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the next two forms with very little explanation. All right. I'm just going to go through them. If you've been watching the other videos that I put up, you will know what to do. You will have learned, and you will be able to go through this, and you should be okay with it. All right. So I'll explain the first bit. So stand in your horse stance. 3 breaths in. Every time you breathe out, sink. Feel your feet on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Okay. So breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And repeat. Breathe in and breathe out. One last time. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, copy me for movements. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. First bunch of moves. If you've been following this, you know all that already. Okay? They're over here. The next set of moves, 6 actual bits to that. Okay? 6 actual parts. I will now go through every single one of the parts, but I'm going to do it as one set of moves. Alright? I'm not going to go through the explanation of it. I want you guys to go to the previous days, and I want you to go through that, and I want you to find those things. There's every different one over the last 4, 5, 6 days, that sort of thing. There's been different sets of moves on each one. Learn them, okay? Or if you can get it from this, copy them, alright? Well, I want to get on to what I want to teach you today, which is some new stuff, which take a little bit of explanation, right? So, I'm going to face this way. Stand in a horse stance, alright? Step back, shut the door. Lift up, grab the balloon. Shut the door. Round. And go for a hug. Shut the door with 2 hands. Turn. Butterfly. Lift up. Eyes round the world. well done. One butterfly back to the top, step back, turn it over, shut the door, 1, 2, drop round, lift the ball up, turn it over, step forwards, and chop into the back of the hand. Okay? I will do that one more time. If you're new to this, that is going to completely blow your mind. Like, what on earth is he doing? Please go back and look at the other previous days where I show new stuff. I didn't do it on the video yesterday on day 40, I think it was. I didn't do it on that video then, I just recapped. But from day 13 going backwards, those moves will be broken down and shown a lot, in a lot more detail than what I'm doing now. So I'll do it one more time, okay? Just for practice. So stand in your horse stance, relax, step back, shut the door, grab the balloon, shut the door, turn, go for a hug, shut the door. Fly around the world. One butterfly back to the top, turn it over, step back. Shut the door. Okay. Right. We're going to do something where we add on to the staff work that we did in the last video. Now, if you don't have a staff, a piece of wood handy at this moment in time, you can use a ruler, this sort of thing. It should be okay for this move actually with the ruler, because at the end of the day it's your hands that I'm trying to teach. Yeah, your hands are moving the stick around, the ruler around, whatever you've got in your hands. I remember going back many years, first time I ever tried this, I actually was using a piece of wood about this big, and it wasn't not much longer than a ruler. And then you sort of like, oh, I'll get something a bit bigger, or I found a branch on the floor, that sort of stuff, and then I got a piece of bamboo, a bit taller, and I would use that. At the end of the day, it's you that are moving the stick around. It's you who's doing it. So if you can teach your hands to do the right movements, you can do this. Start teaching your hands, and the stick follows. Because at the end of the day, you're holding the stick. The stick is just an extension of you. The staff is just an extension of you. It was the very first extension that was used because it was so simple to attain. It goes back many, probably even thousands of years, where you could be walking down a road in China, this sort of thing, and if somebody was being horrible, maybe they were trying to take your groceries off you, this sort of thing, that you've been to market to buy, or maybe you've taken groceries and stuff to a market and you've sold them there, and you're coming back and you've got some sort of money on you, and the local villains come up and try and steal the money from you, and you want to go to another market because they ain't got what you wanted over here, then you've got to go to another one. Now, going back some years in China, you're not talking about much transport other than your own legs, your own feet. So if you want to get from one place to another, you've got to walk it, and we could be talking 100 miles or more, this sort of thing. A long way. Could be a few days to get to a market if you're selling things or buying from somewhere. So they soon found out that if the local villains were trying to steal things from them, that if they could keep them away, by having an extension to their arms, that they could keep them at a distance. And from that, there was all sorts of things was learned, spins and stuff, and there's all meanings to these spins, this sort of thing. And today I'm going to show you the second one. So I've been sort of chatting away there. Hopefully it's giving you enough time to get yourself a ruler or a staff from somewhere, right? I will show the hand movements in a bit with this, without anything in them, right? So that will, you know, that should give you at least some practice if you don't have anything to hold in your hands at the moment, all right? So, 2 secs, just go and grab my my sticky here. Right. Yesterday, on the video yesterday, I had a staff was a bit bigger up here, right? Today what I've done is I've got a staff which is a bit smaller, stick that's a bit smaller, and you'll notice that there's different colour tape on that side and tape on this side. And the reason there's different colour tape on there is because what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on the tape, right? If you concentrate on moving the tape through a certain shape, what you'll find is that the spin becomes much easier, right? So if you don't have any colour tape or anything like that on anything, and if you've got a ruler, then you're going to have 0 at that end and you're probably going to have 30 at that end. So you're going to hold it at 15 in the middle, but if you think now, right, that's 30 or 0 or whatever it is, okay, whatever you've got, so you can use, right, I think, well, that's different, 30 is different to this one, isn't it, to number 1 or 0 there. So that could be your difference, your differences, right? Like I've got 2 colour tapes, your difference could be the numbers, right? So I'll hold this in my hand on this side, in my left side, okay, today, which is your right as you're looking. The other day I was showing you on this side, which then I realised when I'd done it, that actually for most people that's going to be in their left hand, all right? So we'll do it, I'll do it back to front for you. So this is what you did yesterday. You went forwards and you had an imaginary circle and you put the end through there. So I'm putting the red tape through it. So I'll get the red tape that goes up and goes through, and then I bring it up to this side, and then I take the red tape and I put the red tape back through again. So really the black tape's not doing anything. You know, I don't need to concentrate on anything. I just need to put the red tape through that circle that's floating in midair and bring it back up, okay, to there. And then I bring it round and I put it back through, okay? And if you remember from yesterday, don't grip this too tight. Don't grip it really tight. If you do that, it's going to hurt your wrists, right? And hurt your fingers and everything. So from there, go forwards, take the tape through, go down, bring it up, and then down, okay? And all the time I'm looking at the red tape. So if this was number 30 or 0 on your ruler, right, that's the only end you're concentrating on, whatever this one is, okay? So down, lift it up, take it over, put it down. Can you see that? Now, if we could black everything out and I could put a light on that, right? So everything now is pitch black. I'd put a light on that. If I do this now, and this is just the light, you can't see the rest of the stick, you just see this light, what's going to happen is this ball of light is going to look like it's a number 8 lying down in bed. So it's a number 8 but on its side. Okay? And that's what you're drawing. Alright? Now, take the ruler or the stick or whatever you've got out your hand, right? And have this in front, have this in your palm like this. And all we're going to do now is we're going to push the palm forwards towards me. You're then going to take it down. You're then going to take the palm up, so it's now up but on the other side there. Okay, so palms up. Then you're going to take it across and down, and then you're going to bring it back up, push it forwards, take it across the other side, turn it over, come down. Okay, like that. if you do that, you'll notice you're drawing a circle on this side, and you chop through the middle of the number 8. You draw a circle on this side, and then you chop through the middle of the number 8, and then you come over again, and you're doing that. Okay, so every time I come onto this side, my palm turns up. All right, then I come down, and then my palm turns down, and I come over. So if I do this a bit quicker, can you see now? I do it more in the middle, look. It's like a snake. That's the mini 8, okay? This is the bigger 8. This is the big 8. Yeah? And if you look now, look, palm down, twist. Okay? Now, you'll notice every time I come to this side, my palm comes up. When my palm comes up, it's the time we can change hands and put your other hand on. So watch this. So from here, over, turn, palm up. So I can grab it with this one. So I lift my palm up, and I grab it. And then I do exactly the same what I've just done on that side. So I go forwards, put it through the circle, turn, and guess what? The palm's going to come up on this side. So I turn my palm up, and then I bring the hand that I started with back on, and I go forwards, down, and I twist, so my palm is up, up. Grab, forwards, down, twist, my palm is up. Right, which means I can put my new hand on, which is also palm up. Okay. So round, twist, palm up. Now if you hold this tight, when you do that, you'll find that this bit, right, do it slightly this way on. If we go like that, you'll find that this bit now doesn't jump up. This bit doesn't come out my fingers. But if you do it, where we go here, and you loose there, it comes out of your fingers and sits in the air, and your new hand snuggles underneath, okay? Which keeps that on the balance point. So we go round, up, see? New hand on. Round, up, yeah, see that? Round, up, new hand on. So it keeps it on the balance point. Go a bit faster. Okay. I'll do a slightly advanced version of that on the next video. Alright, so that's what I wanted to do today. It's nice and short and sweet, because it's a great day, a cold day. Really, really practice. Follow all the other videos. Do your best, okay? Hold your staff in the centre, or your ruler, whatever you've got. Turn it over. Bring your feet together. Bring your cloud across and bow. That's bowing the staff for you. Stay positive, keep your chin up, look up, smile, okay? And don't forget, today's cold. Before I started today's video, I went to my bird feeders and I put some seed in the bird feeders because they're running down. And I've got loads of birds that are eating over the back of my bird feeders. I've even got my robin now, and my little robin's feeding out my hands, which is just incredible. It's taken a while, but he's got used to me. Stay still, put some feed in my hand, keep looking, and eventually he'll get used to you. Sits in your hand and starts eating out your hand. How cool is that? How amazing is that? Alright? Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye. See you soon.